Welcome to Tamsy Fae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsy Fae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsy Fae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsy Fae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join. If there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her about page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8 ball, for the magic 8 ball answer. !oracle for an oracle message. !fortune, to get a fortune. !horoscope, for today's horoscope. !card to draw a tarot card and get info about its meaning. !list to see who is on the free list and who is in the lounge. !position to get your current position. I will occasionally provide information about other services available in the chat. Tamsy Fae is an intuitive mystic energy reader. Enjoy her fairy moon readings and more. Tamsy uses tarot cards to pick up your energy or the energies around your situation and connect with the spirits, Fae, and the universe to bring out profound inner truths we dare not tell ourselves with love, kindness, and humor. The cards may bring up deep hidden emotions. Readings are never 100% accurate, and roles may be reversed. Take what is yours and leave the rest. Some energies or emotions may take time to settle. And here are some photos of Ms. Beastie, Mr. Lucky Pug, and Miss Floppy. Tamsy should be arriving soon.
Hi everyone, welcome. How's it going? Hi Philia. Hi Nella. Hi Blue. Hello everyone. Welcome. Hi Gentle Soul. Hi Tammy. How's it going? Hi First Name. Hi Lucky. Hi Gentle Soul. Hi Philia. Welcome. Hello everyone. Hi Sean. Hi Lisa. Hi Twin Soul. Welcome. Hi, Mystical. Hi, Koala. Welcome. How's everyone tonight? It's Witchy Wednesday, so the theme is witchy. There's a lot of lightning. The lights are flickering, so hopefully I can finish the stream without any. The lights just flickered again. Hopefully I can finish the stream without the power going out, but if I disappear, it's because the power went out. There's a lot of lightning here tonight. Hi, Love. Hi, Mystical. Hi, Diamond Girl. Welcome. Hi, Mary Jana. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so if anyone's new here, it's exclamation mark join with no space in between, followed by your question. If you want a theme reading, it's witchy. Hi, my baby. If you end up in a lounge is a wait list to be put onto the free list. So Nightbot chooses people at a random from the lounge list to put onto the free list. So I'm only here for 2 hours, so sometimes I don't get to finish everyone into from the lounge. I try my best, but I only have 2 hours. Hi Jay, hi Moonchild, welcome. Yeah, so I'll leave a disclaimer in the description if you want to check that out. I also do private readings. There's a website link for that in my description as well. If you're on the free list, I do your question if you're here or not. Yeah, so there's a lounge. If you get on the lounge list, it's a chance to get onto the free list. But I put the timestamps in the comment section after live. Hi Dwayne. Hi Lala. Hi Lala. Welcome. I haven't seen you in a little while. Not as long as last time, but hello, welcome. Yeah, so I'll switch the screen so we can get started before the power goes out, right? Hopefully the power doesn't go out, but you know. Maybe you forgot your water in here. Diamond Girl, Witchy Wednesday for Diamond Girl. So this one is to discover your spirituality. Let's see for Diamond Girl. Thank you. Grand spirit guides, ancestors, angels, fae that want to come and give Diamond Girl a message. Thank you. These are just popping out for you. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, fae that want to come and give Diamond Girl a message to discover her spirituality? There you go. So we're also gonna pull out a witchy card. What else does Diamond Girl need to know about her witchy powers? Knowing to take the first step. Ooh, that is fun. So you have the High Priestess. So this is to discover your spirituality, right? So I feel like it's a matter of truly listening to your intuition, listening to your inner knowledge, to your true self with your experience and everything else that you have going on there, right? I feel like the High Priestess is very a strong gifts in being intuitive and psychic and clairvoyant and all that sort of fun stuff. Right? And then you have the magician. The magician's in light, right? So music, yeah, music. Maybe you can use music. I see a lot of people who can use music for divination and different things like that. So that might be some of your powers too, since it just came out. But you have the magician, so I feel like you have all the tools and skills you need. It's just a matter of utilizing them, as well as using all the elements: earth, fire, air, water, kind of thing, um, to manifest in your gifts as well, right? The magician is also associated with self mastery, becoming your own master, learning on your own instead of someone teaching you, as well as spell work and that sort of thing to gain more power. So yeah, that is the magic that you need to develop on, work on. You have the Six of Wands in the dark here. So this is what beliefs, fears, or what could be holding you back. Six of Wands, maybe it's just being a little fearful of people noticing, practicing, or how to put yourself out there to, to claim yourself as a witch and that sort of thing. Often when I'm out with other people or in public, I often associate myself with a mystic, but I do claim myself as a witch as well. So, it's all what you want to do. There's lots of different people out there. I've met vampires, werewolves. There's a lot of people that claim themselves as different things. For the strength card in the dark, this is like what level of spirituality or wisdom is opening up for you. So I feel like it's a matter of you working on strengthening your wisdom, strengthening your confidence, using your abilities, your gifts, and that sort of thing, and learning all that you want to learn with manifesting or dealing with all the elements at once. Some people want to choose one or two, but and the universe is being optimistic with you here. You have the Three of Pentacles, so maybe it's a matter of calling back your power, maybe about calling back people who you relate with or connect with, who you can practice your gifts with, just practice with others, or maybe create a coven for yourself or something like that. But this one says, knowing to take the first step. It says, trust your soul, trust your intuition, right? Just like what the High Priestess is saying here. Says every daydream or fantasy is a glimpse of what could your future be or hold. Don't wait until you're ready. Follow your desires. All right, there you go. Hi, Mystical. Hi, Ladybug. Welcome. Hi, Andrea. Philia. Let's see for Philia. What does Philia need to know? I keep on getting the Page of Cups in the dark for Eric. What will make Eric turn the card into the light? Is there any spirit guides, answers, angel, fae? What will it take for Eric to turn his Page of Cups in the dark into the light? Ooh, there's a judgment card, so I feel like it's a matter of him using his power to overcome any sort of judgment and allowing himself to follow his heart, following where his wants his heart to lead him, right? The judgment is all about following your calling, following your heart, following what you're meant to do. So I feel like that is what he needs to do, right? The Nine of Wands is in the dark too. So I feel like he's exhausted. He has some trust issues, a little defensiveness, some stress is going on that he would have to release as well. There's a Four of Swords, so I feel like he is taking a rest or taking a break from the stresses of feeling overwhelmed. Maybe trying to um, self reflect of what judgment he's facing right now. There's the Emperor, so I feel like he does feel overall confident in himself, even though he's a little bit judgy or a little bit unsure how to trust himself. The Five of Pentacles in the dark, so I feel like he's overcoming the changes or challenges that's going on. Right? Yeah, I feel like he has mixed emotions about the situation in order to turn his cups fully into the light. It is really what. HGGHH, what do you need to know right now for HGGHH? Is there any spirit guides, answers, and the Fae that want to come and give HGGHH a message right now? You have the Ace of Cups in the dark. Oh man, I feel like some self-love is needed here. For the Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups in the dark, you need to give yourself some self-love. Have a self-care day. Do something that you love and you enjoy that will lift your heart, lift your spirits, that sort of thing. You know, I feel like you are carrying a lot of weight, a lot of responsibilities or worries or stresses or whatever that is for you that you know, it's hard to deal with. So I feel like you really much do deserve a self-care day, a self-love day of some sorts, you know. If it's like getting your nails done, or if it's just a matter of been watching Netflix or whatever, you know. The Ten of Pentacles in the dark too, I just feel like there's this energy of, I don't know if it's like broken plans or what's going on there. You have the High Priestess in the dark. Let's see, what is going on here for the Ten of Pentacles and the High Priestess? I feel like there's some self-doubt coming through for some reason, like not really doubting the energy, or not sure what to expect, what not. There's been an imbalance in your home situation or family situation. You have the Nine of Swords too, so I feel like there's going to be an uplifting energy coming towards you. And the Magician at the bottom of the deck too. So I feel like if you have all the wisdom you need to turn this around to a positive light, turning your Ace of Cups, fulfilling your fulfillment, your dreams, your desires, looking for new opportunities. And the Nine of Cups, right? Making your dreams and desires coming true, especially with the Magician being at the bottom of the deck. You have all the tools and skills you need, right? I feel like with the Nine of Swords in the dark, it's like you rising above, right? Facing any problems or issues that you're having, being able to reach out to support or guidance that may help you as well. And that'll help you trust yourself, right? The High Priestess, trusting your instincts, trusting your intuition. The Ten of Pentacles, if there's any work or financial struggles, I feel like feeling more positive may help you along the way. They're going through a lot. Yeah, I feel that. I think I'll be okay. Just staying strong seems to be the thing. Take care of yourself. Yourself seems to be the most important thing to focus on. Your energy, your positivity, despite how challenging things are right now. Lucky, what does Lucky need to know right now? You have this, I want to come out. Is someone interested in Lucky for marriage? Who are they and when are they going to talk to Lucky? Is there any spirit guides, answers, and their Fae? Is someone interested in Lucky? Are they interested in Lucky for marriage? When are they going to communicate with Lucky? The Eight of Pentacles. Before the Eight of Pentacles, I do feel like there's this energy of like the energy around you is like developing. It's a developing energy. So I feel like there is someone out there. The universe is just kind of like getting them ready to communicate with you, to reach out with you, kind of thing. You have the Four of Swords that really want to come out here. I feel like the Four of Swords is making sure you're not avoiding taking care of yourself, and not avoiding taking a rest or a break, and you're not overdoing it or over using your energy for other things rather than focusing on your love and who you want to attract towards you in love. The Hangman is in the dark too, so I feel like there's some stagnation in the love department where you're just hanging on, feeling a little stuck in that department. But you have the Chariot, so things are moving, right? There may be some challenges and some obstacles in the way, but I feel like things are moving for you. You have the King of Swords in the dark. I feel like, I don't know if it's like you're judging people, which is a good thing, right? You don't want to just take any old person. You want to take someone who aligns with your energy, aligns with your values and beliefs and that sort of thing. The Seven of Cups is in the dark, so you may feel like you have limited options. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like you're feeling a little stuck right now, but I do feel like the energy is in the works, right? It's developing. I feel like someone's gonna come at its right time. Yeah, I feel like there's someone coming, but they're not ready to communicate with you or to engage in a marriage kind of thing right now. But I feel like you're gonna meet them soon. Like I feel like you're gonna meet them probably this summer, right? Um, I feel like you're gonna meet them soon, but they're just not ready just yet. What? Alice, witchy reading for Alice. What does Alice need to know about discovering her spirituality? Is there any spirit guides, masters, angels, or fae? What does Alice need to know about discovering her spirituality right now? What messages does Alice need to hear? Seasons of the Witch. There you go, right? Oh man. For the Seven of Swords in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of I feel like the Seven of Swords being in the dark, that this is like your natural gift or like something that you already have that's carrying with you. I feel like you may be doubting it a little bit or hiding it or not believing that it's true. I kind of feel this energy is like you lying to yourself, like, no, that's not really magic. That's just coincidence or, trying to make up excuses for what it really is or what really happened there a little bit. Because I feel like the universe is like, trust your abilities. You got them. The Ten of Wands is in the dark too, so I feel like this is what magic to express or develop, like to work on, right? The Ten of Wands is about um taking on energy or directing that energy and where you want it to go or flow, right? If you're taking on too much, it could be a matter of someone sucking your energy or feeding off your energy and using that to their advantage, right? So I feel like there's a matter of making protection or working on protecting your energy. Yeah, and kind of like guarding your energy, guarding yourself so they're not taking what is yours. You have the world in the dark too, so I feel like there's this energy of a cycle that's not quite completed with what you're learning or what you're developing with regards to your spirituality. Because I feel like you're just kind of like going through the cycles right now. I feel like there's also an energy of you being able to create cycles, not just for yourself, but for other people too. Maybe be able to master or be able to open portals and connect between the realms or the veils. You have the Page of Wands. Um, yeah, so this one is where you release your fears of pulling you back. So maybe it's a little bit of fearful of opening up portals or things like that. It's still something that you're working on developing. I feel like you would require all of your energy to do that. So you have to protect yourself first before you do that. Before the Page of Wands and the Light is like, don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to ask questions or communicate what you want to discover about your spirituality or share your wisdom and start opening up about that seems to be an energy is coming through. You have the devil here, so maybe you're really good at black magic. I don't know. Maybe you're really good with working with the fae or demons. Um, Whatever. I feel like it may be a good little good start to work with the fae before moving on to demons, but You also have the Seasons of the Witch, right? So honoring the cycles. This is also associated with the Wheel of Fortune, so luck, timing, and destiny. You can utilize it at your advantage. It says honoring the cycles. Letting go of control may be helpful. Embracing the seasons that you're in right now. Life is full of ups and downs, twists and turns. The earth uses the seasons to show as a cycle that we all face in life. Excuse me. So yeah, that's what I got. There's some things going on there for sure. Excuse me. Ariana, why is Kayla ignoring me all of a sudden? Let's see for Ariana. Excuse me. So why is Kayla ignoring Ariana all of a sudden? They were childhood friends, but started texting more recently. And she's been on and off Facebook talking forever to reply. Let's see for Ariana. Excuse me. I feel like she's like going through something right now. I don't know if she's just really busy or really occupied. Because the hangman is in the dark, so I feel like she's kind of like in a stagnation period where she's trying to figure things out for herself, right? The hangman in the dark. Feeling stuck, just kind of like hanging on, trying to figure out what is what. I feel like she's in some sort of situation that she's working on. They're all in the dark, so I feel like there is some negative energy around her. The Eight of Wands is in the dark too. So I feel like she's feeling down or low in her energy, not really motivated or having a hard time or taking longer to do things that she normally would. The Hierophant is in the dark too. So I don't know if it's just a matter that she was going through a phase and now she's moving on from that phase and like trying to see what her options are or what's going on there. Yeah, the Four of Swords in the dark. Yeah, I just feel this energy of her being restless, and I feel like she's going through a phase where she was doing better and communicating with her friends again, but I feel like she's going back or retreating to her old cycle and kind of like just ghosting people right now is a strong energy. There is the King of Swords in the dark too. So I feel like, yeah, I feel this energy of her being dramatic or judgmental or just feeling emotionally distanced as well. Like I feel like her happiness or her spirit is not really directed in the best light right now. So yeah. I do feel like she's very scattered in her energy, kind of like going in different directions, not really having a clear focus. That's pretty cool. Gigi! Witchy reading for Gigi. What is Gigi's natural or what spirituality does Gigi need to discover right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and their fae that want to come and give Gigi a message? What does Gigi... Ooh, there we go. They all came up for you. What does Gigi need to know about discovering her spirituality? Hi, Hidden Constellations. Welcome. Let's see what messages you need to hear. What messages does Gigi need to hear right now? So for the Two of Swords, right? I feel like you have options, you have decisions. Maybe you can't decide which direction you want to direct your energy for, or what your spirituality is, or what you connect best with, right? I feel like there's options, there's choices, but with the Two of Swords itself, it's a matter of like opening up your third eye, right? Being able to be psychic or intuitive, an energy reader, just being able to channel in messages from the other side, right? For the page, maybe even being a medium, I can feel that energy coming through too. For the Page of Cups and a Light, this is what magic to express or develop. I feel like it's a matter of using your heart for some love magic, right? The Page of Cups, love and romance. The Page of Cups is also associated with creativity, imagination, and psychic gifts as well. Especially being a water sign is like very clairvoyant, very intuitive, very psychic energy. You have the Tower here in the dark, so this is what beliefs or fears or blocks that may be, lingering in your mind or your subconscious mind, just being fearful of being taken down, maybe fearful of being burnt at the stake. I don't know. It is a Tower card here. I feel like they don't do that anymore, right? Um, and they say that like 2023 was like the year that most people came out and became or weren't afraid to say that they are a witch, right? Yeah, so I feel like there's some of that energy coming through. Like you're just ready to claim your power if you know it or not. Your energy is. The Five of Cups is in the light too. So yeah, you have a lot of water energy here, right? The Five of Cups, the Two of Cups, maybe not the Two of Swords, but water and air seems to be a strong energy in Earth. I feel like yeah, and a lot of emotional energy coming through too. Maybe being able to do some shadow work, being able to work with love magic and that sort of thing. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, juggling things around, making that decision seems to be a hard thing that's blocking you from really coming into your power. It's a matter of figuring out what path you want to take. The Two of Pentacles is all about that balance, right? Being able to juggle different timelines, maybe being able to juggle different dimensions or portals or things like that. But bathing in the river seems to be an energy for you. It says being present, self care, and tend to your mind. So yeah, recharge your mind so you can be clairvoyant or psychic or remember that you matter and you are not just selfless, putting yourself first. You were taking care of yourself, resilience after being fragile. Sometimes spiritual awakening is like you feel fragile, you feel depressed or whatever. And it's a matter of, embracing yourself, putting your mind, heart, and soul together, taking a rest to figure out what path you want to take. That is what I got. Koala! What does Koala need to know right now? Is there any spirit guides, answers, either Fae that want to come and give Koala a message? What does Koala need to know about money? We need a money reading here. Where's the money? Oh man, not really feeling this money. There's the Page of Pentacles though. That'd be nice if someone just, knocks on your door and says, hey, here's some money. I don't know if there's like something like that that's actually gonna happen. I don't know where that energy is coming from. Money issues? Oh man, yeah. It's a hard thing. Seven of Cups is in the dark. So you feel like you're out of options, right? You're feeling like you're out of, like you're feeling like, mm, hard to choose wisely about how to spend your money, how to accumulate more money. All these decisions I feel like are coming through. You have the Queen of Pentacles in the dark too. So I feel like, Queen of Pentacles, she's a matter of being more practical, more patient, more cautious of what money she spends, you know? So she's able to save money. She's in the dark. So, dark is like overspending, being a little possessive of things, a little bold headed, resisting making changes. Making changes is always hard to save money, right? Because you have to do. I can feel that heartbroken energy already, right? The Three of Swords is in the light, so I feel like there's this energy of, mastering your work or mastering your skills, of figuring out what's what, and to avoid any heartbreak or avoid any um disasters or anything that that doesn't sit right with you. yeah, I feel like there's gonna be some sort of financial communication, or if it's with you and your bank, or who this is, or an investment, or career. I don't know. You have the death card though, so I feel like there's big changes that want to happen. So I feel like it's a matter of not resisting these changes and going with the flow to see what happens with these changes. What does Koala need to know about this energy? What does Koala need to know about this energy? The Two of Cups, trying to figure, maybe just marry somebody really rich. That'll take care of everything, right? Two of Cups. There you go. Universe has a great idea. Marry somebody who's super rich. I don't know. Um, I don't know. Two of Cups came out. I wasn't sure what to say there. But I do feel like that like just to make the money come easy, right? Maybe that's what the Page of Pentacles is. There you go, right? Solutions. We have the Six of Swords though, so moving forward despite the the chaos, and yeah, so you have to go like where all the rich people are, and you know, get this marriage going. Well, it would just be so much easier than all the other stuff. You're right, Queen of Swords, be this Queen of Swords, very confident in yourself, like, yes, I can marry a billionaire tomorrow, and all the money problems will be gone, right? Don't resist the changes that are happening. That's what I got. Eight of Wands. There you go. A spark of a new love. So maybe this is the dream come true kind of energy, right? I mean, the cards. I have to say what the cards are saying. The Two of Cups, the Ace of Wands, spark of new beginnings. Moving forward, leaving all your baggage behind. Get all new furniture, right? Just jump in. The Queen of Swords, reinventing yourself, being honest, clear minded, bold. There you go. He's rich. He's gotta be rich. We're looking for money here. So yeah, marry the billionaire. Don't even settle for a millionaire, billionaire, right? Trillionaire if you can find one. I don't know. You're gonna have to Google to see where all the billionaires where they're at. My baby. Theme reading, witchy for my baby. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give my baby a message? What is going on with baby spirituality? How can my baby discover her spirituality right now? What messages does my baby need to have? Oh yeah, you can change your question. I don't know. Moving, can you change your question? I don't think you can change your question because theme readings skip the list. Or regular questions don't. So it wouldn't be fair, right? Yeah. Okay, so for the witch hunter, there you go. Maybe your spirituality is witch hunting and not really becoming a witch. I don't know. Right? Maybe it's a matter of being cautious of the witch hunters. Make a spell, make them go away. For the Four of Wands in the dark, I feel like Four of Wands is like feeling like you don't want to celebrate your spirituality, or not knowing how to celebrate your spirituality, or how to come to terms with your spirituality. I just feel all these questions coming through. For this Four of Wands in the dark, I feel like there's energy of not just like feeling empty or feeling a certain way, like you're not knowing how to express it, right? You have the Knight of Swords in the dark. So I feel like there's a little bit of um hesitation of which direction you want to manifest in, right? So this is what magic to express or develop. I feel like it's a matter of like focusing on your family roots, seeing what witchy powers that you already have or what you inherited from your family roots is what I'm feeling from the Four of Wands with that home energy. The Knight of Swords too is kind of um focusing on what drives you to figure out your spirituality, what drives you to motivate you to using your powers or manifesting or making things happen for yourself. So the Knight of Swords too, I feel like there's this energy of being telepathic, like being able to say something to someone else without even being there, you know, just think about it and they know what you're saying, or them thinking about something and you're knowing what they're thinking. The Queen of Swords is in the light, so being honest, speaking your truth seems to be a strong energy for you. I feel like when you're alone, you're more psychic, or you're more able to see truths or have more sense of clarity. So I feel like that's something you can work on too, being able to use your psychic abilities anywhere, not just when you're alone. You have the strength card here, so I feel like you're able to make your powers really strong, right? Like just raise them to the next level. Use that wisdom, open it up a little bit more. So I just feel like you have raw power that just came naturally from your bloodlines. You have the Two of Wands, make a decision about how you're going to use it, what path you want to take. You know, some people choose from a little bit of different paths, some people stick to one path. The Two of Wands is in the dark, so I just feel like, you know, kind of like playing it safe, figure things out, you know. Don't be afraid of failure or any sorts. And then this card says a witch hunter, right? The danger. So maybe being able to protect yourself, put a boundary around you. It says protect yourself. Someone in your orbit has poor intentions towards you, may have put a curse on you. So you may want to work on that, right? This card is associated with the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands could be competition. Someone's trying to use your energy for them to win whatever they will feel, whatever battle they feel like they need to win, right? Also feel this energy of you being able to channel in your energy, channeling in your power that you already have to make it stronger. That's what I got. Mary Jana. Let's see, Mary Jana. Will my current issues be resolved this month? Is there any spirit guides, answers, for Faye? Will Mary Jana's current issues be resolved this month? The Three of Swords is a 9. I feel like it's not all bad though, right? Because you have the Three of Swords, so it is a no, but it's also a Three of Swords in the dark. So I feel like there's going to be some emotional release. There's going to be some lessons learned or some information learned of some sorts. I feel like there's also going to be an energy of forgiveness and moving forward with healing. You have the Knight of Swords and a light. So I feel like you're going to be able to take action to get some clarity about your situation, how to resolve your situation. I just feel like there's this energy of being very honest, very direct, and very blunt about whatever's going on, whoever you need to communicate with, and them actually listening to you this time, or actually hearing you out, being able to give you some good advice with the Page of Swords here. So I feel like it's a matter of focusing more on your mind and thinking smart and thinking practical of your plans or how to figure out things like that. You have the Star in the dark, so I feel like having more faith in the universe. Health is, yeah, I can't really talk about health issues, but the star does represent healing. But it's in the dark though, so maybe longer than a month, kind of slow healing kind of thing. You have the sun in the dark too, so it's kind of like turning the sun into the light by thinking and feeling more positive, right? Whatever energy you're focused on, your mind is the energy that you're attracting to yourself, your inner self, right? So you're focusing on being positive, focused on healing, focused on moving forward. You need to direct your mind in that direction. The Eight of Wands in life. There's going to be some quick, sudden, unexpected changes coming soon. So that is some good news. The King of Swords is in the light. I feel like there's someone they can reach out to who you can communicate with, making sure you're being honest with, and that sort of thing, right? Yeah, it's true. Like if you're thinking about dark thoughts, you're thinking about, self-pity and, all these dark things are going to create depression. If you think positive, good things seem to happen. Same with healing, right? I feel like that is why moms, when you're a mom, you take care of your kids. You don't know where your strength is. Even if you're sick, you still manage to take care of your kids. I feel like it's just shifting your perspective from you to them makes you not feel as sick as they do, kind of thing, right? Or you kind of see like the dad or the husband, boyfriend, whatever, they're like dying on the couch somewhere. Well, you're taking care of everybody, right? It's just switching your mind helps you heal. Love. What does love need to know right now? General for love. Sorry, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae. What does love need to know right now? What does love need to know right now? Two of Wands is in the dark. Oh man. I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but the Two of Wands, I feel like you have two paths, but you're not seeing them, you're not realizing them, or you don't want them. I don't know how that's playing out for you. Because I feel like you're playing safe. You don't want to disturb the energy that you're in. I feel like you're being very cautious of what moves you take or what options you're open to and that sort of thing. And the Five Wands too. So I feel like maybe these paths are challenging you and you're not wanting to take on that challenge, or they're not as challenging. You're trying to create a challenge when there isn't one there. I'm not sure how this is playing out for you. You have the Queen of Pentacles in the dark. So I feel like, yeah, just some stagnation, like resisting the changes, resisting moving forward. I don't know if it's out of stubbornness or lack of finances or overthinking. I feel a lot of overthinking coming through. Yeah, the Six of Cups in the dark. So I don't know if it's just like, those two paths are not what I'm used to. I like this a certain way. I don't want to make changes. I've never been on that path before. I want to go back to the old path because it's familiar. I've been through it. I got the t-shirt. I got everything. I got the mug. I don't need to change anything. Yeah, I can feel that for you. The strength card is in the dark too. Not feeling positive about these changes. What will happen if love chooses one of these paths? What happens if love chooses one of these paths? Well, lover's on one of them, so I don't know which path the lover's on, but you're going to have to figure that out. The Emperor here, feeling more in control over your path, right? So there's a boost of control, there's a boost of confidence, a boost of having a clear structure, stepping into your power, stepping into your authority type of energy. The Queen of Wands, maybe being less moody, I don't know. Queen of Wands getting moody sometimes. Maybe it's a matter of, focusing on truly being this Queen of Pentacles here, being less resistance and more steady, more let's go on this path. Let's see what's there, right? The King of Swords. You may have to fight him if he's your challenge, but that's what I got. If you overthink, yeah. You like the path though, it seems good. It's just unfamiliar as a thing. It's not something you're used to taking. There you go. You're welcome, love. Jay, yes. Witchy reading for Jay. How does Jay discover their spirituality? Green spirit guides, messages, angels, or fae. How does Jay explore their spirituality right now? Ooh, the Two of Wands. Maybe you're the love witch, right? The love witch. I can feel that for you. The Ace of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Grave. So, for your discovering your spirituality, you have the Ace of Wands. So, first out, number one, right? Start a path, start sparking up your wand and seeing what happens there. The Ace of Wands is associated with the spellcaster, being able to be an energy reader, using your energy, directing your energy where you wish. The Ace of Wands is also, new initiatives, being exciting, using your energy for motivation and sex and that sort of hot, fiery, romantic stuff, right? For the Seven of Pentacles, this is what to work on or what skills still need to be developed here. The Seven of Pentacles is, yeah, you have all these great energies, but you just kind of needing to practice them and develop them and sharpen them up a little bit. Seven of Pentacles is like, slow progress, but kind of like focus on a long-term goal with patience, evaluating work, seeing your progress. It's recognize your achievements. For the Knight of Pentacles in the dark, this is what beliefs or fears or things that can be blocking you or holding you back. The Knight of Pentacles is very cautious, very stubborn, very resistant, a little overly critical, maybe wanting everything to be perfect, but nothing in witchcraft is perfect, right? I tried to make some hand jet spell candles today, and I swear to God, they look like little broken penises. So, sometimes you just gotta go back to the drawing board and start over. But, I'm probably gonna use them anyways. For the Ten of Swords in the dark, there's a little bit of resistance of healing, right? I feel like you have some resistance to this healing. I don't know if it's a healing from your witch wound from a past life or what's going on with that. It's like feeling there's some fears or some. But I feel like whatever's going on, you're going to rise above. The worst is over. You're going to pull yourself together and figure out which path you want to take moving forward. You also have the Two of Cups, right? The love magic energy. I can feel that for you. That soul binding, being able to bind two souls together, being able to figure out what your twin soul is if you have one, or whatever other connections you want to make. But then you have the grave, so being able to keep secrets, or maybe being able to know other people's secrets to see what's going on there. So this is a reminder, it's okay to keep some things for yourself without feeling guilty or as though you must give all what you have to others, including the close to you. So yeah, so you practice your witchiness without sharing with others. You don't have to tell anyone what your gifts are or what your abilities you have. You can keep them sacred to yourself and move forward with that, right? That's what I got. Hi, Jazzy. Thank you so much for your donation. And Tammy, thank you so much for your donation too. Thank you, Tammy. Okay, so Tammy sends a recent email response to condo council. I agreed with another council member. How will the rest of the corrupt council take Tammy's response? Well, let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Tammy a message? What does Tammy need to know about her situation? Tammy had sent a recent email response to condo. She agreed with another council member. How will this go with the other council, corrupt council people? Oh, you have the Nine of Cups in the dark. And there's a lot of negativity. I think there's gonna be some pushback. That's what I feel like. There's gonna be pushback on whatever was agreed on or whatever was going on there. That the other corrupt council members are gonna push back or deny or I don't know what. The Nine of Cups is in the dark, so I feel like it's kind of like empty hope coming through. The Ace of Swords is in the dark, so I feel there's going to be a lot of back and forth negotiation. I feel like that whatever this is not over. The King of Cups is in the dark too, so the people are going to hold back what their true emotions are. Some people in the common council, even though they're corrupt, may agree with you, but they may be in denial just because they're butt cheeks like that. The sun is in the light, so I feel like overall there will be some positive changes. It's not all bad. There is going to be some positive changes, but I feel like there's going to be some negotiation, some pushback, some. The Emperor's in the dark too, so someone's going to be on a control freak session there. I'm sure you're used to that by now. I feel like Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of being ignorant towards you, some rigid thinking. Like I feel like we've been doing this for 50 years and we're not gonna change. I just kind of feel like that's similar type of energy coming through. What else does Tammy need to know about this? Five of Cups. Yeah, there's gonna be some pushback. You know, they're gonna try to have conflict, but they're not gonna burn down your tower. So that's good. There's positive changes. Your tower's not gonna get burnt down. So we'll see. That's what I got. Tabby, hello, welcome. Jasmine, thank you so much for your donation again. So Edgar and I have been involved on and off for 7 years. He came back to me, but he did call no caller ID. Despite everything, will things work out between us? Any idea when I'll hear from him again? Let's see. For Jasmine. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give Jasmine a message? Thank you. How are things gonna work out? When will Jasmine hear from Edgar? I feel like they're still trying to decide what exactly they want from you. Like I feel like they're trying to decide where exactly their heart's at, what kind of connection or what kind of restart with you they want to have. Because I feel like they know that there's two options, but they're kind of like stuck of which one is best, you know? I feel like they do have genuine feelings towards you, the Nine of Cups. They do have some loving, romantic feelings towards you. I feel like they're trying to trust their heart rather than their mind, but their mind is, you know, stronger than their heart, it seems. At the moment, they feel like the cycle between the two of you is not done, and there's still something between the two of you that hasn't been completed, hasn't been fulfilled, that I feel like they're feeling, and they're not quite sure how to do with this feeling. The Queen of Wands is in the dark too, so I don't know if they're feeling like the Queen of Wands energy or if they're feeling like you're their Queen of Wands. I feel like that's the hard part. I feel like that's the hard part because I feel like he may want to be with you, but maybe not like a boyfriend, just you know, to have fun. All right. The Page of Swords. I feel like he is gonna call you. He's gonna communicate with you again. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna communicate with you, but he can't decide. You know. Sometimes the Knight of Cups does represent like a player, like just wanting to have fun without the commitment. But I feel like he's gonna have an honest conversation with you soon, right? The Page of Swords is communication with honesties, filling out what's what. Can see what the love energy is. Let's see. What is the love energy that's coming through here? What's Edgar's love energy? Wanting romance and destiny. So yeah, they feel deeply that the connection between the two of you, like there's a cycle that is not completed. They feel that. Romantic surprises are on the horizon for you, so be open. So if there's any romantic gestures, be open to them just to see how it goes, you know? Says Destiny, the reunion of your twin flame is event. I believe that that's your twin flame, right? The cycle between the two of you is not completed, and sometimes twin flames don't really get along, so that's probably why it's been 7 years, the back and forth kind of thing. Because, like, in a past life, you were one person, now you're torn into two. So trying to get together with yourself is difficult, but it's kind of is you're able to do it, but it is difficult. There is some challenges that come along with that. But that's really cool. Yeah, yeah. I feel like he'll communicate with you soon. He's trying to decide what the next path is. So I don't know if it's a matter of you preparing yourself of what you want your next path to be like. You know, like being honest with your expectations and that sort of thing. Yeah, I hope so too, Jazzy. Woo! Will's energy. If I get him to go, does he even care? Let's see for Blue. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? If Blue lets him go, does he even care? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What's Will's energy? If Blue lets him go, will he even care that he's being an asshole? Let's see. I feel like he does care about you and your feelings and everything like that. I feel like he does care. The judgment is in the light, but also he does, and I feel like he'll totally respect if you end things too, right? The death card's in the light. So I feel like you'd have total respect for that. Because I feel like he's not going to chase you with the Knight of Cups in the dark. You know, I feel like he's not going to be completely honest with you either. The death card is in the dark. I feel like he does feel like the cycle between the two of you is completed. Like there's nothing left between the two of you anymore on his end, even though he does seem to care, does have feelings for you, you know, does. But I feel like he also understands if you want to go and end things. Want to go what? Hi, Sean. Hi, BB Love. Mystical theme reading for mystical. What is mystical's spirituality? How can mystical discover her spirituality right now? You have the hangman. The hangman is in the dark though, so I don't know if there's some stagnation, feeling a little stuck on where to start with discovering your spirituality. Just kind of hanging on to what is. The witching herb. So there you go. Maybe you're a herb witch, being able to cook or use different herbs in your practice. The hangman is also like a reality shifter, being able to shift realities, being able to shift different energies and manipulate different energies and that sort of thing. You have the wheel of fortune in the dark. So it's like it's just luck, timing is just not on your side when you want to focus your time and energy into practicing. So that may be something that is hard to work out, but I feel like this is something you need to work on, is trying to make the time to go with the cycles. So not knowing where to start, I feel like because it is a Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune is the cycles, right? The cycles of the season, the cycles of the months, and all that sort of thing. So maybe it's a matter of practicing with whatever season we're in. Like we're in summer, so practice with summer things and solace and all that sort of fun stuff. You have the Two of Swords. So yeah, what beliefs or fears are holding you back is making that final decision of what kind of spirituality you want to embrace, what choices you have, which choices you want to make. It's kind of like, you know, the Two of Swords is also associated with opening up your third eye, right? Being able to see beyond the veils, being able to have psychic or clairvoyant or, you know, intuitive energies there, readings there, being able to figure things out, right? There's so many different names for that. I'm personally an energy reader, so I just read the energies that I'm feeling. I don't have any psychic visions. I wish I did though. For the Two of Wands and the Light, I also feel like this one is like what level of spiritual powers you're at is like I feel like you're almost ready to like not be afraid to tell people what your spirituality is and what kind of things you want to practice on and that sort of thing. So I feel like yeah, just getting yourself out there, right? Having that sense of victory. The Six of Wands is also associated with the Sun Witch. Sun Witches are very rare. So if you're feeling a little stuck, most witches are moon witches. I'm a moon witch, but Six of Wands is associated with sun witches. So that's being able, like, instead of um charging your crystals on the moon, on the full moon, it's like you charging your crystals in the daytime under the sun. Probably at noon when it's the fullest, right? Wherever you are. You have the Ten of Wands in the dark. So this is how to call back your power kind of thing, right? So if the Ten of Wands is like releasing any burdens, releasing any fears of people judging you or what people will think of what you want to practice and that sort of thing. The Two of Wands. The Six of Wands. Yeah, that's what it's saying. Did I say the Two Wands? There was the Two of Swords, the Six of Wands. Yeah, the Six of Wands is like putting yourself out there, getting that recognition, that solar witch energy. Sorry if I said the Two of Wands. I explained the Six of Wands though. For the this is the Two of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Hangman, and the Ten of Wands. So yeah, it's kind of like releasing any fears or any worries or burdens of stresses of carrying the load of discovering your spirituality. Then you have the witching herb, so nourishment, so being able to cook with herbs, right? Like I love French fries. I love the one like when you're cooking French fries, you're manifesting, right? Because potatoes come from the earth, then you season them, and then you put them into the fire, right? So yeah, so you just doing that, you're manifesting. Is urging you to find a peace that is more sustainable for long-term well-being, meaning you are not ready to um, take on more than you can right now. And you need to learn to support yourself before spirit can bring you opportunities. So you need to focus on yourself, you need to practice more before spirit opens you up new opportunities to move forward. That's what I got. And this one's associated with the Ten of Wands too. So the Ten of Wands, both things you need to work on. You're welcome, Isabel. Twin Soul, what do think of me? What do they think of Twin Soul? Why is he always prioritizing me and helps me for Twin Soul? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, demons, or fae that want to come and give Twin Soul a message? What do... Not sure if that's a name. D-O-W-E, Dow. What do they think of Twin Soul? Why do they prioritize Twin Soul and help Twin Soul? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, demons, or fae? What do they think of Twin Soul? Why do they always prioritize Twin Soul and help Twin Soul? Ooh, the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups. I feel like they do like you. Oh, his name is Dal? Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah. I feel like they really like you. Like you the Four of Wands, right? You make them feel like at home. They're happy to see you. They're happy to be with you. They're happy when you show up. The Three of Pentacles is in the dark. So I feel like, yeah, they prioritize you. They don't like to work with other people or be with other people. I feel like they'd rather just be with you. And there's a Ten of Cups too. So I feel like, yeah, there's a strong energy of that you making them happy and they like that. Um, I feel like with you, there's no tension, there's no conflict. They feel like there's a good work balance between the two of you or a good connection balance between the two of you. The Six of Cups, I feel like they're too shy to say what the energy could be between the two of you if it's more than just a connection. Yeah, I can feel that because you make him really happy. He really loves your energy. He really loves to be with you. That kind of thing. The Six of Cups doesn't know how to express himself towards you, though. The Page of Wands, I feel like he enjoys talking to you. He loves your ideas, loves your creativity. I feel like he feels like he's flirting with you and being playful with you. I don't know if you've noticed, but he feels like he is. Yeah, the Four of Cups. He's holding back. Like, I feel like you give him a boost of energy. He likes that there's no tension, there's no conflict between the two of you. So I feel like he feels like you're really easy to talk to or really easy to connect with. He's a double earth sign, so that would make sense. That would make sense why he doesn't know how to express himself towards you, because he has no idea if you're interested in him at all, right? Earth signs are very, you have to be very direct. You know, you have to say, hey, do you like me? Do you want to go out? Then he'll be like, yes. But, you know, a lot of earth signs are not really good at picking up those hints. But that's what I got. Let's see for twins. Not, I was gonna say twins all again. I'm gonna do your reading all over again. You're welcome. For Lisa, how is my ex Virgo currently feeling about Lisa since I've been ignoring their attempts of contact with Lisa? Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or angel fae that want to give Lisa a message? How's Lisa's ex, the Virgo, currently feeling about Lisa since they've ignored their attempts to contact Lisa? The Emperor's in the light, so I feel like they feel confident that you're eventually going to give in and contact them, it seems. The Three of Wands, they're not looking for anybody else, they're not connecting with anybody else, they're kind of just waiting for you. They're having faith, and maybe they're wishing upon the stars for you, trying to manifest you. The Judgment is like they feel like their heart belongs to you, like they feel like they're following their calling with waiting for you and being confident that you will respond. The I want to say the Hierophant because I feel like they have like a deep, committed connection with you. But with the Hermit here, I feel like they're doing some soul searching, thinking about you, overthinking about you. Well, what else? How else? How? So I feel like they're not doing well, right? If you're not contacting them, they're not doing well with healing. They're just sitting by the phone waiting for you. Yeah, they're waiting for you to communicate with them. With the Page of Wands, they're waiting for that communication. They're missing your energy. The Six of Cups are missing all the past memories together, the past times together, you know? Yeah. I feel like they're having a really hard time to move on. They're stuck on you. That's what I thought. Yagi, hello. All is well. Yes, thank you. What's Jack's current energy for Yagi? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Yagi a message? What is Jack's current energies towards Aggie right now? Ooh, the Six of Wands. He's craving your attention. He's wanting some sexual attention. There you go. Six of Wands, yeah, craving your attention. The Wheel of Fortune, hoping the wheel will work in his favor, right? Just waiting for the right time, the right moment. I feel that. I feel like they would feel very lucky to be with you. I feel like they have sexual desires towards you. There is the Knight of Pentacles in the light. So I feel like they want to take action towards you. I feel like they want to be responsible though. Slow and steady seems to be the way they go. You know, they have all these feelings. They don't want to rush into anything. They want to take things slow, right? Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady and reliable kind of energy. The Ten of Swords, I feel like they're letting go of any fears they may have had that may have been holding them back in the past. So let's see. What else can we get for Yagi about the Ten of Swords in the dark? Because I feel like they're rising above. Like they feel better when they're with you or around you. Ace of Cups. Wanting to start something with you, right? Ace of Cups. You have attraction, genuine feelings towards you, wanting to open up towards you. They're just waiting for the right opportunity, it seems. He was all anxious. He's letting go of that anxious. He's pulling out all of his swords. You know, in the other card, I think all the swords were in him. In this card, there's only two swords in him. So there's a little bit of anxious waiting for the right opportunity. All the others are not really touching him there. Weird how that works. Sean, you're welcome, Yagi. But Sean, what are these real feelings about the situation that happened Saturday? Is it best for me to reach out to his girlfriend? What would she say? Let's see for Sean. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Sean a message? What are these real feelings about the situation that happened on Saturday? Is it best for Sean to reach out to the girlfriend? What would she say? Let's just do one question at a time. What are these real feelings about the situation that happened on Saturday? Is it best for Sean to reach out to the girlfriend? The Seven of Wands is a no card. What would she say? I feel like she might not even answer because the Page of Swords is in the dark and not feeling very confident in that sort of communication. So how the boyfriend is feeling, I guess, V, I feel like they're kind of in stagnation. I feel like they're not quite sure what they think or what to do. The Six of Wands is in the dark, so I feel like they're kind of like pulling back and thinking things through. Um, in that reading, the Ace of Cups was in the shadow. Okay. Sorry, I was confused. You have the Judgment here, so I feel like he is kind of judging the energy, but it's in the light. So I feel like there's not really bad judgment, it's very positive judgment overall. The Seven of Cups, I feel like they're trying to decide what to do based on that situation that happened on Saturday. There was this Seven of Wands in the dark, so so that's a no card for the question of should you reach out to the girlfriend? I feel like it's just a matter of waiting it out. You know, the Seven of Wands is not something that you need to defend or anything. The girlfriend, the magician's in the dark, so I feel like they're not really confident. The Page of Swords is in the dark too. So there's not really a lot of confidence there. But that's what I got. I think the where it says Sean and those messages, I don't think those are Sean's messages on the side. I don't know. Love! Love it here? I'm glad you love it here. I don't know if that's just a name or if you actually do love it here, but hello. Theme reading for love. Let's see, is there any spirit guides, answers, angel, or fae? Hi, Bernard! I didn't do you yet, Bernard. No, I didn't get to you yet, Bernard. Let's see for love. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to give love a message about her discovering her spirituality? What does love need to know about discovering their spirituality? Any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What messages do we have to give to love about discovering her spirituality? Ooh, the broken branches. So for discovering your spirituality, for some reason, I'm just going to turn them all into light because I don't know why they're all in the dark. We're discovering spirituality here. Let's just see what's going on. You do have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is kind of like discovering your spirituality with your roots, within yourself, right? What are your true beliefs? What are your true values? What do you believe to be true for you? Seems to be like where you need to start with discovering your natural spirituality kind of energy, right? Where you already carry this type of power within yourself, right? The Hierophant is also associated with learning more about the craft and rituals and divination and that sort of thing. For the King of Wands and the Light, this is what magic to express or develop. So the King of Wands is like mastering your skills, maybe opening up a business with witchcraft or divination or whatever kind of things you want to do there. Because I feel like you have big visions, you have a bold charm, you have a warm heart, you're very protective in your energy. I feel like you would have the ability to run a coven if you wish. It's just a matter of you focusing on that and developing those skills a little more. You have the Nine of Wands in the light. So this is what believes, fears, or things that may be dimming your light or holding you back from practicing the Nine of Wands. It's kind of like, you feel tired and exhausted, but you keep going anyways. I feel like you're a little bit defensive, like, no, I'm not a witch. I'm not, anything, even though you truly are. Because I feel the sense of your heart being guarded and exhausted and setting a lot of boundaries and protection around you. You have the Page of Cups here. So what level of power that you opening, like you're spiritual, I feel like you're ready to tell people, or people will be accepting of hearing about your spirituality and how you discovered it and how you're going to use it moving forward. I feel like opening and sharing that messages with you of Page of Cups is like associated with dream readings, that sort of thing. Being able to use your intuitive abilities or creativity, focusing on what's going on with your psychic gifts and or clairvoyancy, whatever that is for you. You have the Five of Swords in the dark. So how to call back your power seems to be letting go of any negativity, letting go of any conflicts in the past about your spirituality, or conflicts that you may have had in the past life about becoming a witch or any other type of how you want to name yourself. There's lots of many different names for being spiritual and practicing witchcraft. This is the broken branch, right? The heartache kind of card. It's letting go of unhealthy attachments like limbs of a tree for the greater good. There are some people or things in your life who are sucking up your energy, right? You need They need to be severed off of you for your own well-being. So if anyone doesn't believe in you or accept your spirituality, then maybe it's a matter of distancing yourself and just being your true self, right? That is what I got. Sean, I just did that reading. Remember, I just did that reading. The question wasn't mixed up. It was, um, I know, but I wasn't reading the message. I read the messages, but they weren't associated with the reading. I knew they weren't there because she was talking about the Ace of Cups and there was no Ace of Cups. That's why I told you that the comments were from Yagi. The reading should still be good though. Yeah, I did. That's why I was telling you that the comments were from Yagi and not from Sean. Yeah. Sean, if you missed it, you can do your timestamps, I think. For pure heart, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give pure heart a message? I asked if I should give you a message. I guess I should keep this, right? At the Ace of Cups. It just kind of turned itself over on its own when I said, give me a message for pure heart. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give pure heart a message? Yeah, Sean, I was just confused for a few minutes because I knew the comments weren't yours, but they said they were yours. So I was confused, but the reading itself, I feel like is good, and I didn't put those comments in the reading itself. I was just kind of reading what it was. Pure heart is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give pure heart a message? What does pure heart need to know right now? What's coming in the next 13 days? What is coming next in the next 13 days? The Ten of Wands. So there's going to be a lot of work, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things that need to be getting done. You're going to feel tired and exhausted, but you're going to be busy. So that could be a bonus, right? Keeping busy is always good. Keeping busy keeps you out of trouble, right? Yeah, the Ace of Cups. So I feel like there's an emotional overflow coming through, right? I feel the sense of either new romance, a new attraction, new passion, new opportunity. Something new is coming that you're going to feel fulfilled. Your heart's going to be warm, right? Your high priestess is here. So trusting your inner knowledge, trusting your instincts, trusting your intuition of whatever's going on in the next 13 days. You have the Four of Cups and a light. So I feel like you may take some time to take a step back, to reflect, to meditate, because I feel like it's a matter of remembering who you are, remembering who you were is a good energy, but also remembering who you are now, because you've learned things, you've grown, you've experienced things. That even though you may miss who you were, you can't become who you were because things have changed. You have grown, you've experienced. The star, having faith in the universe seems to be a strong energy associated with that as well. You have the moon. I want to say you have the star and the moon because I feel like it's a matter of having faith in the universe. You do have the star and the moon. Okay, so star and moon. I feel like it's a matter of having faith in the universe and being open to recognizing your true self and yeah, there's a lot of energy of like recognizing your true self, believing your true self. Um have faith in your true self. All these sort of things come through. Like, be honest with yourself. Have a clear mind, because I feel like in the next 13 days, the truth is going to be revealed towards you of what's what, and you're going to be faced with making that decision. You know, it may be a lot of weight on you, maybe a lot of responsibilities or burdens towards you, but I still feel you're going to take that leap of figuring things out moving forward, right? The Fool. A brand new beginning is awakening for you. I know you didn't want to read your Wednesday reading, but it could also be like a spiritual awakening happening. But yeah, some good opportunities are coming, good energy, hard work is coming. A lot of good stuff. You're gonna be busy in the next 13 days. That's all I can say. Hi, Kath. Hi, Dwayne. Clinda, hello. How will I know I met the one? For Clinda, that's a very good question. How will Clinda know that she met the one? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? How will Clinda know that they met the one? Any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to give Clinda a message? How will Clinda know that she met the one? They're all in the dark. So I feel like number one, stop doubting yourself, believe in yourself, believe that you're gonna attract the right person towards you, right? Because all these cards here, you have to turn them all into the light, right? Turning the Queen of Pentacles back into the light is believing in yourself, trusting yourself, slow and steady. Don't rush into a relationship that's only going to give you some fake fulfillment, right? I feel like it's a matter of being confident in yourself, being protective of your energy, going slow and steady, moving forward. And then you have to turn your Six of Pentacles back into the light too. Don't make sure you're not giving more of yourself of what you're getting back in return, right? Find that good balance that there's an equal give and take, not more of one, less of the other kind of thing. In a relationship itself, it's never 50-50, but generally, you don't want to give more of yourself than what you have to give. And you also have to turn the Knight of Cups into the light by attracting that love and romance towards you, right? It's not really a matter of like going with your heart on your sleeve, but definitely helps with expressing your emotions and your thoughts and how things are going to play out between the two of you. Trusting your instincts, trusting that, you are on a quest for love and inspiration. The devil, no matter which way it is, it's all about that sexuality, right? Doesn't matter if it's in the light or not, right? It's all a matter of um making sure that you are giving in to your temptations if that is what you're tempted to do, but don't give in just because it's their temptations and their desires. Make sure it's yours as well. The Emperor is in the dark, so yeah, it's kind of like having your sense of control. I always say that, make sure that you have your independence. Independence is a good thing. You don't want to be reliant on someone else, especially when you first meet them. You want to know that, they don't need to stay. You're perfectly fine if they don't stay, even though you have a relationship together. Let's see, what is the love energy here for Clinda? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does Clinda need to know about meeting the one? Ooh, so abundance. Open your heart to receive the abundance of love the universe has to offer you. Ooh, you're gonna have offers, so that's fancy. A new adventure in love is coming, so get ready. Attraction. You're attracting the right person at the right time into your life. So yeah, so whoever is attracted towards you and asks you out, be open to that. Give them a chance. Open that window. See what's going on, right? Just because you open the window doesn't mean you're opening the door. You're just letting them come in a little crack and see what's going on. That's pretty cool. Right? If it's happening too fast, then it's love. If it's happening nice, slow, and steady, like the Queen of Pentacles, then it's love. Love lasts, love doesn't. You're welcome, Glenda. Tammy, what does Tammy need to know right now in general? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give Tammy a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come give Tammy a message? What does Tammy need to know right now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae? What does Tammy need to know right now? Ooh, you're limited in your options, I see, with the Seven of Cups in the dark. I feel like you're feeling a little stuck or a little bit out of options. I don't know. I feel like whatever's going on is a matter of you being realistic with your expectations. You changed your question? Oh, what's your question? What's your question, Tammy? What did you change it to? Just write it again. Can you just write it again, Tammy? You just type it in the... Okay. May, you can't, we can just type it in the chat. Just type it in the chat. I can see that you wrote, can you see it? Just type it in the chat. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give May a message? Did Matt and Chris pass me on to the next round of interviews? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give May a message? Did Matt and Chris pass me on to the next round of interviews? I feel like your interview was really, really, really good. And I feel like it was a very, very, very tough decision. But I have a feeling that it may not have been passed to the next round, right? The King of Swords is in the dark, so they weren't really, like, there's not a lot of confident energy there. I mean, the King of Swords itself is a no, but there is a strength card, so I feel like the interview itself was very strong. The Two of Pentacles, I feel like it was a very difficult decision. They had to like weigh their options and juggle you and somebody else to figure out who was going to get to the next round. With the Five of Pentacles there, I feel like it was a very, very tough decision. But I feel like they may have held your round back, right? The Eight of Swords. There may have been something to hold you back for the next round of interviews. But that is what I got. Yeah. I feel like your interview itself was really good. Like, you really did a good job. It's just, and I feel like it was such a hard decision. I feel like it's a possibility that they may go back and, change it. Like, if the other person denies going to the interview, I feel like you'll be their second option to replace that person. But that's what I got. Tammy, there you go. Now we see your question. Recent readings showed I had darkness around me and blocking me from opportunities. Can I get rid of the darkness, or do I have to move forward in life? Let's see for Tammy. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Tammy a message? How can Tammy get rid of the darkness around her? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Tammy a message? What does Tammy need to know to get rid of the darkness around her? The Three of Wands. It seems like the thing to do to move forward with getting out of the darkness is to plan ahead. Like, look beyond of whatever's going on right now. Kind of like moving forward, right? The Three of Wands is like gaining momentum, looking ahead, being confident, looking for growth, long-term expansion, long-term visions. You have the Page of Swords in the dark too. So I feel like there's this energy of feeling a little nervous, a little inconsistent in your energy. So I don't know if it's a matter of being a little bit more consistent in the positive side of your energy, right? I feel like there's some shadow work that you could probably do with the Hermit card here and the Moon card, doing some shadow work with some inner healing, some inner introspection kind of energy of being honest to your true self or discovering your true self, right? As we learn and grow, sometimes we change of who we were, we evolve into something new. You have love here. Love is a strong energy coming through. I feel like with the Lover's card here that you have choices and decisions to make regarding the relationships in your life or the people in your life. Because I feel like you want to be in total alignment with your mind, heart, and soul to be more comfortable and that sort of thing. That's what I'm going to, let's just see what is going on here. What else does Tammy need to know to get rid of the darkness? Yeah, justice. Right? Justice is a matter of realizing the uncomfortable truth that you may be holding. Maybe that's what the shadow work is about. You have the Seven of Cups in the dark too. So I feel like it's a matter of being realistic with your expectations, choosing wisely of what you want to commit to, where you want your focus to be, where you want your energy to flow. Five of Cups too. I feel like it's a matter of letting go of some attachments or things from the past. I feel this sense of letting go of what was and look ahead of what could be. What can you envision for yourself in the future? That is what I got with that. What or who is causing this negative energy? Who or what is causing Tammy this negative energy? Who or what is causing this negative energy for Tammy? The King of Pentacles. Is the King of Pentacles Tammy's ex? Is the King of Pentacles Tammy's ex? No. But it is a heartbreak card. It's someone else causing the dark energy. The Queen of Swords is also known. Is it just the energy around the past? Is it darkness from Tammy's past? Eight of Wands is yes. The darkness is something you're carrying from your past. But that's what I got. P, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. The question is, okay. Gotcha. Let's see. During Spirit Guide, Ancestors, Unions, or Fae that want to come and give P a message. Is there any Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Unions, or Fae that want to come and give P a message? Is there any Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Unions, or Fae that want to come and give P a message? I would say yes to your question because of the Ace of Swords. I feel like they have a clear mind, a clear thought. Yeah, I feel like they do think about them a lot. There's a Seven of Swords in the dark too. So I feel like the Seven of Swords is like they want to come clean. Okay, so yeah, I feel like yes, it is the Thomas does like Richard romantically. You know, there's a clear mind, clear thought, and I feel like they're not afraid to say it. They want to speak the truth. They're just not sure how Richard would feel about the truth coming out. So I feel like they're keeping it deep in their heart, maybe even causing some heartache about it. There is the King of Pentacles in the light, so I feel like they feel very confident in themselves about their thoughts. I feel like they think they like Richard, but I feel like there's not a lot of emotional feelings. But I feel like in their mind they see Richard visually, they see an attraction there, but I don't feel like they feel it deep in their heart that there's an attraction. Hi everyone, sorry about that, my power went out. P, are you still here? Yes? Okay, good. Let's switch the screen. Oops, but hold on. There we go. I still have your cards here. I think these are all the same ones. I don't think I touched anything. Good to see you. Yeah, sorry about that. Our power went out. There was a rainstorm. The rain stopped, so the power should stay on now. Yeah, so I totally forget what I was saying, so I'll just start over with this. So it was, okay, I'm trying to find the question again. Okay, yeah, does Thomas like Richard romantically? So yeah, the Ace of Swords, I feel like, Thomas is thinking about Richard a lot, right? I was feeling that. The Ace of Swords, like their mind is clear, they're honest with their thoughts, they're honest with what they're thinking in their mind, that they have, if I feel like they think they have feelings for Richard, but I don't feel like there's any emotional feelings, right? The Seven of Swords, they feel like they're being honest to themselves, so they're thinking deeply that they have feelings. The Lovers is in the dark, so they're a little bit torn. Like, is this a real thing? Like, I feel like they're still trying to figure out why they have feelings or why they have romantic thoughts about Richard. There's the Three of Swords too, so I feel like they may be a little fearful of opening up their heart to have their heart broken if they truly express their feelings to Richard. There's a King of Pentacles in the light too, so I feel like they're really like working well with Richard, or they connect really well with Richard. I feel like they see him as someone who is grounded and reliable and patient. What else does P need to know about this energy? Six of Cups. I don't know if they've had a past before, or if Thomas feels like they had a past life together and that's why they're feeling connected. The King of Cups. Yeah, I feel like they don't really like feel in their heart that they have romantic feelings. Like, it's not like a feeling, it's just a thought in their mind that they are thinking about Richard romantically. The Five of Swords, it's like they don't want to conflict, they don't want to start anything, they don't want to disrupt the energy of expressing or like pouring their heart out. But I think it's because they're also not sure where their heart really is. Does Richard like her back? Does Richard like her back? The Two of Pentacles. I would say that there's mixed feelings about it. I don't feel like there's a strong energy one way or another. I kind of feel like Richard may not 100% trust them. I don't know if it's just because, um, there may be some sexual tension there, but I feel like Richard's not quite sure about this person. Yeah. Ten of Cups, though. It seems like they have like a past life connection. But I feel like it's more in their minds, not in their hearts, if that makes any sense. That is what I got, though. Thank you for like waiting for me. Oh man, I was so scared everybody would be gone. Andrea, let's see for Andrea. What is the current energy around Andrea's family and Andrea? Thank you for your donation again, P. And hanging around. And everyone hanging around and waiting. Thank you. Let's see for Andrea. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Andrea a message? What's the current energy around Andrea's family and herself? Oops. Let's see what that was. What's the current energy around Andrea's family and Andrea? Eight of Wands. I feel like there's this energy of some fast movement, some changes, some excitement. I don't know if this excitement is good excitement or excitement that is more heavy, right? Because there's a Nine of Swords here. So I feel like there's a lot of stresses and worries and anxiousness coming through. Some hesitation. The Temperance. Yeah, I feel like there's an imbalance going on with the mind, heart, and souls of your family and you. There's the Ace of Pentacles in the dark, so I feel like there's some slow progress, or I don't know if it's like a lack of planning or what the financial issues are. Because I feel like there's something that's not quite working out well. There's a star, so it's a matter of having faith in the universe. Just kind of um yeah, the towers in the dark. I feel like there's this energy of a truth or something being revealed, some information being revealed, something starting over or rebuilding something. The Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is your energy, Andrea, with you being stable, you being the protector. You're the one keeping everybody together. What's going on with the Eight of Wands? What's going on with the Eight of Wands? Justice. I feel like things are going to play out fairly. It's just a matter of keeping the balance going, trying to keep your mind, heart, and soul aligned, having trust in the universe, having faith of what's going on there, and that sort of thing. But yeah, I feel like there's some, having faith in the universe needs to be a strong energy that's coming through. There is a little bit of negativity, but I feel like on the verge of having changes to the better. Like I feel like there's gonna be some positive changes coming ahead. That's really cool. Tarot Healer, hello, welcome. I have had a tough childhood and currently cannot seem to get my life in pace. Is there a particular lesson in it for Tarot Healer? Let's see for Tarot Healer. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Tarot Healer a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Tarot Healer a message? What is currently going on with Tarot Healer? The Five of Wands, I feel like you are experiencing some changes and challenges in your life. I feel like the lesson here is focusing on you and your energy and not allowing other people or other energies that are outside of you affect how you're moving forward, right? I feel like with the Five of Wands here, there's this energy of letting go of any competition or jealousy or anything that could potentially be holding you back from moving forward. I feel like you have some decisions to make with the Two of Swords here. I feel like these decisions come with choosing, right? I feel like you may feel like you're out of moves, but I feel like you're not out of moves. Your moves are just being blocked. So I feel like you're being blinded and not seeing what there could be in the moves you have to make moving forward. Because I just feel like there's some mixed energies coming through with you feeling like you're not ready when the universe feels like you're ready to move forward. There is a Five of Cups in the dark, and I feel like that's a matter of you healing from the past, like healing from your tough childhood, healing from all the traumas or things that you have gone through in your past, you know, and kind of like turning a new leaf kind of thing with focusing on the two full cups instead of all the tears and blood and sweat that's been leaked out. It's kind of getting onto your boat and moving forward, right? The Six of Swords is all about moving forward in a positive light with letting go of any baggage or toxic energy or things that are no longer serving you to rebuild your strength and your confidence and your ego, right? I mean, ego is not a bad thing. I feel like everyone needs to be a little bit more selfish and taking care of themselves and focusing on themselves rather than everyone else, right? The social media, it's so easy to get wrapped up in what other people are doing or not doing. And, like back in the day, like our parents didn't have social media. They didn't know what the neighbors were doing. Now we know what the neighbors are doing, and I feel like that creates more stress than what we need to carry. I'm not saying that's your situation, just trying to explain, like, kind of letting go of things that are not yours. Let's see what else does tarot healer need to know. Is there any lessons that are coming through with this energy? What other lessons are coming through in this energy? Yeah, the Nine of Wands is in the dark. The Nine of Wands in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of feeling exhausted and trust issues coming through, feeling stressed, maybe even a little defensive, or trying to stand your ground, protect yourself. But the Six of Pentacles, I feel like there's an imbalance, but the imbalance is a good thing. It's a matter of focusing on yourself, your healing, and you're moving forward. The Ten of Swords is in the dark again, right? Like there was like spilt blood there, spilt blood here. Is kind of letting it go and healing from it. The Ten of Swords is about rising above, being more focused on yourself and your energy and how things are going to play out moving forward. But that's what I gotta feel like your lessons is about you focusing on you and no one else, focusing on your healing from the past and looking forward. Mark, hello. Hi, Elephant. Let's see for Mark. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that one can give Mark a message? What's Darwin's current realization about Mark's connection he had with Mark? What is Darwin's realization about Mark? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? I can give Mark a message. There we go. I feel like even though he's having a realization of moving forward and leaving you behind with the Eight of Cups here, I feel like he's doubting himself. He's doubting his realization. He's doubting his thoughts for whatever reason. He's doubting the choices that he's made. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like he's missing you a lot. I feel like he's not happy. He's struggling. There's a King of Wands in the dark too. So I feel like he's trying to overpower his feelings with his arrogance and being dramatically stubborn and self-centered right now, just to hide his emotions of how he's feeling about you. You have the Seven of Cups in the dark too. So I feel like even though he's trying to choose wisely, trying to make the right decisions moving forward, which he is moving forward, but I feel like he's struggling with letting you go though. There's a Judgment in the dark. I feel like he's thinking or sometimes thinks about taking a second chance towards you or coming back towards you. What is going on here with the Judgment card in the dark? Because I feel like there's a lack of closure that he knows he's ignoring. Five of Cups, yeah, he's like missing you, right? He's focusing on what was or what could have been, even though he's trying to push himself to move forward and he's struggling with making the right decision. He's like, doesn't know what to do, he's hesitating. There's a lot of confusion about his heart and his mind. But that's what I got. His realization is that he truly misses you. Elephant! Witchy reading for Elephant. Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, answers, or fae that want to come and give Elephant a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give Elephant a message about discovering their witchy powers? How can Elephant discover their witchy powers right now? Ooh, you have the whole world in your hands, right? Oh man. I feel like there's a lot of good things coming through here, right? The King of Wands is in the light. So this is your natural gift, your magic that you already carry within yourself. The King of Wands is all about that hot, fiery, romantic, passionate energy, right? I feel the sense of you having visions, having a warm heart, of being protective, being committed to your path, committed to your practice, your craft, and everything else like that, right? The King of Wands is also associated with business. I don't know if it's a matter of starting a witchy business for yourself or starting a coven or a witchy book club or something like that. I can feel that for you. You have this Seven of Cups and a light too, so I feel like there's a lot of options. There are a lot of paths you can choose from. It's a matter of choosing which one you're most comfortable with, the one that you feel like you can most align yourself with. You have this is also about which one to express and develop moving forward, right? The Seven of Cups, like which one do you want to learn more about? I feel like it's the one that you feel like you really align with, is the one to work harder on, with perfecting your craft or your skills or your knowledge about it, right? The Nine of Pentacles this year, so this is what beliefs, fears are maybe blocking you. You may be a little bit fearful of calling back your power or coming into your power and being independent and strong enough to embrace it and allow people to know who you are, right? And soaking up all that wisdom. You have the Hermit in the dark, and this is what level of spiritual powers you have or what's opening for you. So I feel like you have the ability to do shadow work, maybe connect with beyond the veils, like spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, fae, or whatever other creatures are out there, right? I also feel this energy of you being able to use witches' ruins for your divination. Runes, I think I would say that wrong. Witches' runes in your practice of divination. You have with the Hermit of the Dark too, I just feel like there's this energy of maybe some of you're a little disconnected or blocking some of your powers or abilities that you have that you carry. Yeah, I also feel like you tend to prefer to work alone rather than in a coven, even though you have the King of Wands. So maybe some conflicting energies going on there. What else does Alpha need to know about this energy? The witching hour, right? The witching hour is 12 p.m. And then the fairies hour, if you want to work with fairies, are at 3 a.m. Which is weird because the veils are thin as at 3 a.m. So you can also speak to all the other interdimensional beings. This one says this is the wish card, right? So true intentions manifesting will gain you some favorable outcomes. It says the witching hour brings extreme happiness and things coming together. So you may be having stronger powers at midnight. The way to let you know that spiritual work is at play is paying off. So witching hour, you'll get some more clarity on that. And it's associated with the Nine of Cups, making dreams come true, embracing joy, fulfillment, and manifesting. That is where they're going. Bernard! Is Bernard in the house? Give me an Irish reading, a crystal ball reading, money and love, my own roof over my head. Let's see for Bernard. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Bernard a message? What does Bernard need to know about money coming in and new place to live? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does Bernard need to know about money coming in and a roof over his head, a place of his own? Oh man, I feel like you're really gonna have to manifest really hard, right? Make a money bowl for yourself, Bernard, because I feel like with Magician of Light, it's a matter of utilizing all the tools, all the experience, all the knowledge you have to your advantage, reaching out to resources, to you have the Two of Wands. So I feel like there's a choice you can make regarding your work or your finances, to clear your mind, right? I think it's a matter of not overthinking it, but clear your mind and make the best choices moving forward. I feel like there's been some disappointments, but you have the Chariot, so you're moving forward in a positive light despite the disappointments and the letdowns and the heartbreak. What does Bernard need to know about finances coming in? Have faith, happy home, happy life. So I do feel like there's going to be some good news about a new place for you soon. I feel like the universe is working on it with the star energy there. The Eight of Wands, right? So quick, fast-paced changes. I feel like the energy is going to start moving faster soon for you, Bernard. So that is some good news. Kath, hello. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come give Kath a message? What blessings are coming towards Kath in the month of July? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What blessings are coming towards Kath the whole month of July? Yeah, the whole world in your hands. I feel like some things are going to come to completion. I feel like a new chapter is opening up for you. I feel like there's this energy of achievements, fulfillment, success coming your way, feeling more content in your energy. You may feel restricted. You may feel like you don't have a lot of options, even though the energy is going to be improving. You have the King of Wands in the dark. So I feel like because you're starting a new chapter, the King of Wands may be someone who is fading away or not going to be going with you in your new chapter, your new journey forward. Because I feel like you're going to be meeting a new connection with the Ace of Cups, right? A new person is going to be coming in, some new opportunities, some new passions, new attractions coming through. You may not feel 100% independent, but I feel like your sense of you being grounded and learning more about yourself or your situation and the new path or the new cycle that you're going to be starting. You have the Six of Swords too. So yeah, if you're moving forward and letting go of things that are no longer serving you or people who are no longer serving you anymore as you move forward. What exactly are the true blessings coming through for Cat for the month of July? The Star, having faith in the universe, right? I feel that energy for you. I feel the sense of you being aligned, your mind, heart, and soul being aligned, a sense of renewal, energy, new paths, new dreams. I feel like a dream opportunity may be coming up for you as well. The Emperor, you're going to feel more in control of your situation. That is what I got. Ali, what's coming towards Ali and their connection with CJ? Is there any spirit guides, yes, if there's angels or fae? What's coming forward towards Ali's connection with CJ? Is there any spirit guides, yes, there's angels or fae? What is coming towards Ali with their connection with CJ? During spirit guides, yes, there's angels or fae? What's coming towards Ali with their connection with CJ? The Three of Cups is in the light. I feel like there's a good connection, right? I feel like there's a sense of celebration, like good times, happy times coming through. I feel like there's a good positive energy coming through. I feel like CJ may want to connect with you or go out with you or hang out with you, whatever that energy is. The Seven of Pentacles is in the dark though. So I do feel like there's a little bit of slow progress. I feel there's a little bit of impatience or frustration coming through. I'm not sure what that is about. The Seven of Swords is in the dark. I do feel some truth is going to be revealed. I don't know if it's you that's going to be frustrated with the truth of being revealed or if it's going to be CJ. The Chariot. It may make things come to a pause for whatever's going on there. The Ace of Swords. Some sort of truth is going to be revealed. I don't know if that's on your end or CJ's end. But whatever it is, you know, I feel like you're going to overcome it. You have the Four of Cups in the dark. So I feel like no matter what that is, it may put a little pause on things or may disrupt the energy between the two of you. But I feel like it's not going to stop the connection because the Four of Cups here, right? I feel like it's a matter of taking time to reflect and figure out what's there. You have the Ten of Wands. So I feel like there's going to be less tension or less worries or less, you know? What does Ali need to know about this energy? The Knight of Swords is in the. Yeah, I feel like CJ is gonna step it up with the romance, right? The Knight of Swords. I feel like he's gonna be honest and truthful for you with his thoughts. I don't know what his feelings are. There's not a lot of there's no emotions being expressed here, but they think about you. They have positive thoughts about you. I feel like they are thinking about connecting with you. There may be some disruptions with them. Might be a hard start, but there seems to be something coming out of it. Tammy, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. About the darkness from the past, is it my mom's passing? Or a bad roommate C or classmate C causing it or something else? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does Tammy need to know about the darkness from her past? Is the darkness from her mom's passing? The Page of Cups is yes. Is the dark energy from Tammy's bad roommate C? Is the dark energy from Tammy's bad roommate C? The Seven of Swords is no. Is the darkness coming from her classmate C? No. Is it something else that's also causing the darkness? Is there something else besides Tammy's mom that's also causing the darkness? Yes, there is something else too. Not quite sure what's up with that, but it does seem to be your mom. What does Tammy need to know from her mom's passing? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, dreams, or fae? What does Tammy need to know about the dark energy from her mom's passing? I feel like there's some messages or information. I don't know if it's from your mom herself or if there's been something withheld from you because I feel like there's a message that wants to come through from here for you. Not quite sure what it is. You know, the Page of Cups is in the light. I feel like there's this energy of. I feel like there's more like a message or something trying to come through. I don't know if it's something about art or um, something that was supposed to happen that didn't happen. There's a Queen of Swords as well. So I feel like some sort of truth, I don't know if it was revealed towards you or revealed to the family that wasn't believed or wasn't perceived correctly. Um, I think it's positive. Whatever the message is, it's positive. It's just feeling like it's still lingering in your energy. I'm not quite sure why it's causing a dark energy. The Eight of Wands. How could Tammy find out what the message or the energy is telling her? The Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, I feel like it's from family. I don't know if one of your family members like held back information or held back something from you. I feel like there might be something. Like I don't know if it's a painting or an art or something. I don't know what that is. What is going on with the Knight of Cups? The Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, I feel like somebody's holding back money from you that you may not be aware of. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is all I'm picking up, Tammy. The energy here isn't really strong, but yeah, there is a message. Something about an art piece or a paint. I'm not quite sure exactly what it is. There's also some energy about some money being held back from you around some sort of lies or deceit with the Page of Swords in the dark. That's what I got though. Thank you everyone for being here. Sorry about the power outage. I'll be back tomorrow for more readings. If anyone came back and see the end of this, there will be timestamps in the comment section of the live. But thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate you all so much. Hope you all have a great night. I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone. Thank you.